Hello everyone and welcome to Polly's Pretties. I know I've missed a few days last week. That may happen off and on, just to let y'all know. Menopause has kind of took me on its own path and turned me upside down. So, that being said, my videos may be sporadic. They may be boring. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Anyway, this is Tuesday, November 21st, and we are here to do a coloring page. This is for one of my Instagram scavenger hunts, but I thought I'd bring you with me and show you what I'm going to use, how I'm going to do it, yada yada. So we're going to do this really large snowflake right here. And I'm trying to get you, let me see if I can move this camera a little bit better here so you can see more. There you go. Now you can see more of what I'm going to do. Okay, and I can back the book back a little bit here. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be coloring this giant snowflake. And what I've done is I've picked out this one, which is Blue Lagoon. It is a Crayola water-based marker. I picked out this darker blue from the Super Tips Crayola, and it is also water-based. Then I have picked out a dark blue gel pen, a silver gel pen, and a metallic blue marker from Crayola. And that's my colors I think I want to use on this snowflake. I think we just want to go very blue and have at it and just go. So I think what I'll do is I'll kind of try to mix the sparkly bit in between the plain bits. And I want to start with the darker and go out and make the outside lighter. So we're just going to come in and we're going to be very careful with our markers, obviously. I have paper behind the page as well so that if it were to bleed through, it won't ruin the page behind this. Because sometimes water-based ones will bleed through, sometimes they won't. It literally just depends on how thick the paper is and so forth. So, that is how that works. And we're just going to come around here. I'm trying to make sure to get all the areas I need to get so that I can bring in my silver there, because there's some spaces that I could use the silver in. Okay, so there's our darkest blue as far as the marker goes. I'm going to come in with the silver for this one. And there's some little circle bits here. I don't know how far we're good on this page before, obviously, I have to end the video. But we'll see. Alright, so there's how the base center of it's going to look. Now I'm going to come in with my dark blue gel pen next. And sometimes with gel pen you have to kind of swirl around different directions to see how it fills the area in the best. But this one looks pretty good. So that's alright. There we go. We're getting there. And we're just going in and filling in the next layer of our snowflake. And then when it gets completely done, we'll take a nice picture of it, or hopefully the picture will be nice. And here we go. We're just going along, we're filling in, and you'll see it is a different color than our marker, obviously. So hopefully this turns out as pretty as I imagined it. You don't ever have to do anything, you color the same colors that I do. Feel free to use your creativity and do things in the colors you like. And you never know, you may want a more fantasy snowflake, may want a more realistic. You may not like glitz and glam, you may not, like plain marker. It just, whatever you like. Okay, so there we go. There's the next layer done. Now, you know what? While I'm here, I hate that open spot there, so we're going to go ahead and color it in. There we go. There it is. Now, we've got some sparkle there, and I think we're going to come back now, and we're going to go dull again. We're going to come back with our plain blue marker. And like I said, I want to keep this part darker, and then as we branch out, go lighter. So I think this part we're just gonna come in and try to follow the lines and such around. And I want to do the majority of this in our dark blue. I think it'll work. I really do. I think it'll be pretty at the end. And I am leaving the spaces open so that I can go in and put a different color there. I hope everyone's had a good Tuesday. We had a very wet, rainy Tuesday here and had to go out in it, so the hubby and I got quite drenched, quite soaked. Not a fun fiasco. So as you see, there are little spots that I'm going to be leaving open, and those I'll color in with probably a gel pen, probably the silver again to give it just that little bit of sparkly touch, just so that it looks nice. The other thing to remember with water-based markers is they do sometimes take a little bit to dry fully before you could like run your hand over it without smudging it or smearing it or other such. Alright, so there's the next layer. Of course, nice and dark. Now for this one I am going to pull in the silver again because we have a lot of blue coming in there now. So break it up with a touch of silver here and there. There's the silver. Now, because we have so much dark in that very center part now, I do want to come in with a lighter color and break some of this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm coming in and I'm going to take my blue water-based marker and I'm going to go over all of this kind of swirly design area. I'm going to leave the lined area alone to the best of my ability. And you just keep going back and forth around until you finish off your design the way you like. Like I said, you don't have to use my colors. If you have the same page and you want to do it different ones, go ahead. Lubby. So, Thanksgiving is quickly approaching. Are any of you perhaps traveling or have family traveling to come see you? We are going to have a quiet Thanksgiving. Just going to be us here at the house. And we're going to just take it easy. I mean, we're still making a decent spread. We're just not going to go nuts, with having a ton of company, and we're just going to be us. Okay, here I'm doing every other curved line on this design so that it will have a different look. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm going to come back in with the silver and do the lines I didn't do. Just to give this, in that area, just a little bit of sparkle. Not a ton, just a little. Alrighty, so there we are. Okay, so next, I think this time I may want to bring in... Yeah, I think I'll do this one. I think we'll do the dark blue again, and I'll go and do the, darted out pieces here. And then we'll save the scale part for another color. Okay. Let me kind of bracket off where I want this color to cover. And then I think we're going to go down there. Because I think those colors are fine. Okay. Now I've kind of bracketed some of the area here so that you can see where I want to put that blue. Remove those. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill this in with our darker blue. There's how that one is. Now we're going to come over here. Again, I'm just bracketing in the area that I think needs to be filled with this blue. Like so. And then I'm going to come in and just fill it in. There we are. And then we're going to keep coming around this area, just like that. Okay. So we finished 3. We have 3 more to do. And I am going to move the book, if I can, for this one. Because these are kind of getting to a stage where I need to be able to turn things. So I'll turn you as well to be able to see it. Another reason I turn the book, other than it gives me a better visual and better ability to work with it, is that way I'm not also putting my hand in the wet marker. Because I'd prefer not to smear it. Now we'll go a little different this time. I'm going to do this one since it's up here, and I'd have to put my hand in it. Okay, so there's that one. We have one more here we're going to do. As you see, our snowflake is coming together kind of quickly.
It's a video or it's not live, is it? No.
No, but you're still talking a video.
Oh yeah. Your glasses are off.
I know that. Nobody.
That's your first video in days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't do it last night. You rearranged. Yep.
And then, of course, we go in and we color in this one. Alright, there's that. Now we can lay our dark blue aside again. We'll bring the page back around this way. And, of course, I'll turn you. There you are. So that's what we have done so far. We are actually getting there quite quickly because of using markers. Now, for the in-between spots, since they look like scales, I think I actually want to use the silver on this. What?
Where you want that?
Set it over there for now.
Back here.
And this part might be a little more time consuming because I'm actually going through coloring in each little space. But that's kind of how I wanted this, so you can kind of get an idea of it. Alright, so there's one. And you could mix and match these. You could do like maybe the silver and then the blue gel pen, then the silver, then the blue, and keep going around. I don't know if I will. I'm going to definitely space my silver for a minute there to look and see if I want to use that idea. The idea is just here I wanted a little bit more shine than just the plain markers. And I didn't want to use the metallic because it covers up all lines and everything. Okay, so there's two. And then I'm going to come over here and do this one. And there you have it. There's three silver. I am going to mix mine, I think, just for the difference of it. Yeah, I think I like that. A little bit of a difference there, yeah. As you can tell, this does take a bit of time when you work small areas like that are very detailed. Okay, so now this will show you the difference. We have one section in the silver, one section in the blue. So it shows up different, and it will still be pretty when finished. So we're going to turn our page a little bit. You'll still be able to see because I'm going to work on this one down here now. All right, now I have one more section over here. I am going to try to turn the book. And I will try to turn you here in just a minute too so that you can see. So here's the last section here of this. So we're working on our last section here for this area. And I think so far it's looking really nice. I think that it'll turn out very pretty when completely finished.
Yeah, that's a red. That's just the phrase she was using tonight. Here? No, it's not from me. Yeah, that's her bread from tonight.
Okay, there we are. And that has finished up that section for us. Now, we're going to move this over here again, get our paper straightened, and then we're going to come in with a metallic this time. So I think I want to do these little circles completely metallic. And as you can see, the difference between the metallic marker and the pens is you can still see a lot of the design through the pen, but you cannot really see the design so much through the marker. But the marker also shows up quite beautifully. Okay, I think I may leave that like that.
Yeah, because I know that's the most recent.
Okay, so we have two. We're gonna come over this way and get this one. Okay, so we have three done. We have three more to do, but I think they're looking pretty interesting.
That fire chief is terrified, you know? Especially when it's a child. I bet you won't do that again.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the book a bit, and you hopefully will get a little bit of a turn here and then be able to see everything that I'm still doing. Okay, we have one more here, and then we do the main outside of the snowflake. So there's that. Now we're going to lay this aside. I'll bring this back in frame a bit. And so here's what you have done so far. Now, I think I really want to go lighter coming out here. So we may end up going to gel pens and then down to the plain marker. But what I want to do now is come in and the triangle part that I left, I want to get all colored in with my dark blue gel pen. And then we're going to do very centers like that.
Mommy,
What?
remember the purple headband I was telling you about?
Yes.
It's this one, Mommy. See, Mom? It was this one. See the
Oh,
little,
okay.
like, it was a bow instead. It looked
Alright.
like cat ears. But it was a bow.
When she was looking, found an empty box. Were you keeping this for some reason?
I wasn't when I.
Oh, because it was in on there. It's empty, so I wondered if you were keeping that because you had a use for it. See?
Not at the moment, I don't.
Or did you want to use it for like a box to wrap or something?
Maybe I could.
Because that has the newer tape on it. Look, we retaped it with that white
Yeah.
tape. So you wanted it for some reason. So.
Okay. Though we're getting a lot of interruptions, this I think is still turning out quite nice. It's getting a good amount of color as far as our blues and our silver. And then we'll be ready to move to the outside where we want to do a lot of the lighter color.
Hi.
Well, hello there, Sir Brown Man. Hello there, Sir Brownie Man. I do you want it. Yes, hello, baby. Hello, handsome boy.
Closer.
Can you come here for a minute?
Come here.
I won't keep you. I won't keep you. I know
okay.
you want to roam with
It's
Dad.
okay. It's okay. Hello.
We're having a 5-minute brownie break.
Yeah, brownie
You can
break.
see a touch of his foot right here.
Foot. Dog foot. Hello.
Mwah.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
Hi, handsome baby.
Did you miss us today? Is that what you matter, huh?
Yes.
Probably, huh? Did you miss us today?
Do you want to go back with Daddy? Do you want to go back with Dad? Yeah? Okay. Whoa, get a hold of him. Because he's coming.
Yep.
Okay, brownie break over. Back to our coloring. Alright. There's my silver. Alright. You know what? I don't want to do them silver after all. I'm going to leave that piece of white. Alright. So next we're going to do this outline here that goes around the base area of the snowflake on the outside. And I am coming in with the lighter color for this. We're just going to color it all in. And then I'll show you how we finish it off. At least how I'm going to.
There's another NCIS, it looks like. Oh yeah, he does that. That's how he gets you to play too. Because he knows you watch what you're doing and stop him.
Okay, so we're coming around. We're getting this part filled in. Then we're going to go back and do the parts like this that are sticking out.
It's not even 4 o'clock.
Yeah, when it starts.
He doesn't have help that his brain is working.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, we're going to move the book a minute so I can get more over this way. Sorry that I bumped the camera there. It wasn't an intentional bump. Alright, now I finished the main squared up snowflake around the outside. Now I'm wanting to do the bigger pieces. So we're going to go like this with these bigger like ones. We're just going to come in with our same blue.
Honey, I don't want to step on you. It's right there. That's my Bradley. Rock on the floor. Yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to also do all these little ones this color, but because we're going to come back with our gel pens and do some fun stuff. Once everything's had a minute to dry.
Hey, there's all the plastic.
But we're coming around, as you see, and it's taking shape. It's actually taking a good bit of shape as we get the rest of the color in on the pieces.
That's why I put them over here so they wouldn't get confused until you got all that.
Okay, so we almost have two sides of this done now. I've got one more here, and that'll finish two complete sides. Yeah.
Red one over here.
All right. Pretty soon we will have the majority of our snowflake done. Ooh. All right, we have 3 sides to go yet on this, and we have 3 done.
Wow, now apparently she just likes popping in because now she's treating me like trash. My lady.
I guess you did something.
Well, I don't care.
I've done something.
Well, she's better. Because that's the easiest way for them to quit. Yeah, you quit telling me to shut up. You quit. I'm not gonna deal with people like that.
Sometimes quiet coloring can be really therapeutic. All right, I'm going to turn the book so I can come around to these 2 sides here and get them done. Okay. I know this is a lot of the light blue, but considering how much dark we have in there, I think this will be a good contrast for the outside part of the snowflake. Hopefully, when I get these sides done, the front part where I started will be dry, so we can put some decoration.
They're better.
A little, not much.
See, you just needed to eat.
Okay, I have one side left, so we're gonna try to get it here and do it. Okay. Alright, and then I will be turning this again, and I will have to slide the camera so that you're not hidden behind the book. Okay. We are slowly getting back around, which is a blessing. Alright, there we have that. Alright, now we're going to turn this way. And we can put our blue metallic away. We can put our dark blue away. And our light blue. And that gets all those out of our way. Now we're going to grab our silver. At least for the time being. And every little bit, I'm going to come in like so. And I'm just going to draw little dots to give it a little bit of sparkle in this light blue. And I don't think I'm going to do it down on the main part. I think I just want this on these outside like tine pieces, like so. And it just gives it just a little bit, nothing too crazy. So there you go. And as a finger hold, if you get too far like I am, you can always put it in the white spaces. And we just keep going around. Like I said, this is just kind of to give it a little bit of sparkle in the plainness. Just a little. Okay, now we have went from this starting point all the way around to there so far. And I don't think it's looking too bad. It gives it just a little bit of something. I'm going to turn the book. You can still see the page I'm working with. And we're going to continue coming around. And now we have from here to here to get done. So we are getting there slowly. It does just take a little bit of time. Okay, now I can move my book back around like this, because I have from here to here to do, and that is all now. All right, there we are. And we can put these away now. Okay. So that is our finished snowflake. That's all I want to do to it. I don't want to put any more color in there. And I think that it turned out quite cute. I don't think it's too bad. And I think that with the darker here, with a kind of going around of the metallics and then coming into the light with the silver on top of it, I think it made it look very good. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope that we'll talk again soon. Please do remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are loved. If someone tells you different, it's false. Please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind until there's a reason not to be kind. And don't be mean. Just avoid the negativity. Stay safe. The world's crazy enough. Let's not add to it. Hug your loved ones. It's good for them. It's good for you. It's medically proven. And when you've finished all that, tenderly, kindly, gently, and lovingly hug your fur babies. They need it too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.